hot, hot. It's summer. Happy first day of summer. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie, and in today's video I am going to talk to you about all the this isn't all the books that I have in my summer TBR, but these are the ones that have like caught my eye and that I would like to read. So in my community tab I posted a poll about which video you guys would like to see next, and it was the mid-year freakout tag, and what was the other one? Shoot. Oh, my recent reads. My reading wrap-up. So this one won, and then I think it was the reading wrap-up and then the mid-year freakout. So I think that's how the order it's going to go. But in this one, we're going to talk about some books that I pulled from my shelf that either I just want to read in the summer or they give me summer vibes. And I am nothing if not a theme. I love a good theme. So if it's summer, I mean, not that I don't like specifically read, like I will read a book in July if it's a Christmas book, and I will read a gothic spooky book in January. I don't care. But there's just something about like matching my books to the season. I don't know. I love it. So we're going to talk about these books. I have mostly romance. I have 2 thrillers on here, but I'll talk about those in the end. So we're going to start with the first book on the list, which is, okay, the reason I picked this is because, one, of the cover, because it made me think of summer, and 2, because it's a rom-com, and rom-coms make me think of summer as well. Like, if you're going to read a rom-com, do it during the summer, because they're quick, they're nice, they're easy, okay. So, Paige is going to be so happy for me, because I put a Megan Quinn on here. Okay, so I chose a not-so-meet-cute. There is so much glitter on this book, and it's not because it's from the book. It's from the wrapper that my sister used at Christmas time, and it just has not come off. You know what they say about glitter. I'm not going to say, but you know. Okay. So basically this is book 1 in the Meet Brothers, Cute Brothers series, something like that. And it's a rom-com, and we're following the heroine, who is apparently, like, as I was reading the synopsis, the blurb said that she's just trolling and just, trolling the avenue. I say avenue, but like the block. She's walking up and down the block, and she's looking for like a husband, and she comes across this grumpy guy, and like literally like they bump into each other, and he takes her out to lunch or something, and he just like lays it out on the line, and like he needs like this fake relationship, and like he says that she can stay in his mansion and all this stuff. So with my handy dandy little post-it cards that I use, it says this is fake dating, fake engagement. We all know how it'll lead, but I've never read Megan Quinn, so I thought, let's give it a shot. See if I like her style of writing, the rom-com. I don't read a lot of rom-coms. I used to, but I don't as much anymore. So let's see if I still enjoy them. And so this next book just screams summer to me. It screams summer because of the cover. The cover. It's green. It's got flowers. It's summer. It's literally summer. It says paradise. You don't go to paradise in the winter. You go in the summer. I mean, you can go whenever you want. But for me, okay. So this is the newest Christina Lauren book called The Paradise Problem. And from what I know of this is like a second chance, fake marriage type of thing. So they were apparently, the hero and the heroine were married, and they thought they got divorced. And so they signed the papers, and I guess someone didn't like fill out all the papers, or someone didn't sign the papers, or they didn't get filed correctly. Somehow they're still like married years later. I think it's 5 years later, and he needs to gain an inheritance. To do that, he's got to like convince his parents that he's happily married or something or whatever. So he goes to his ex-wife and is like, hey, I need your help. So they have to pretend to still be madly in love, I guess. But y'all know what's going to happen. I heard good things. Paige loved this book. So if you ever hear me say Paige and you don't know who I'm talking about, Paige and I do a book club here on YouTube. So I'm always talking about Paige from Paige's Open Book, in case you don't know. But she gave it 5 stars. So we're going to see. It's been a while since I've read a Christina Lauren. It's been like a year or 2 since I've read. So we're going to see. I know I like their writing, but, you know, taste change. Okay, so the next book has nothing to do with summer. Not a daggone thing. Not a daggone thing, but the cover, I love the cover. It's very bright. It's very vivid. It makes me think of summer. So we're going to go with The Swedish Prince by Karina Halley. Like I said, it has nothing to do with summer. Not a daggone thing. But this cover, this bright pink, this, not the man, but like just the cover makes me think of bold summer. It is what it is. Okay. So for this book, we are following the heroine who has been taking care of her 5 younger siblings. And I think she lives in New York. I think it's New York or some city. And she literally just bumps into this guy. I covered him. This dude right here. And he does not tell her that he is a prince. And he's kind of running from his responsibilities of wanting to be a prince and having to take the throne and all of this. So we're going to get a nice royalty romance. I have not read a royalty romance, I want to say ever. I don't think I have, because I keep putting off the Twisted Games book. So I don't think I have, so this is going to be it. Other than like Princess Diaries, but those don't count. Okay. But yeah, so we're going to see how I like her writing, because I don't think I've read anything by her either. So we're going to see. But keeping up with the theme of Karina, we're going to go into the next book, which is literally called One Hot Italian Summer. So I have to read this during summer because it's telling me to. It's just telling me to. So basically, this is too pretty not to have. Okay. So we're following the heroine in this book who is a writer, and she's got writer's block really bad. So her agent's like, hey, you know what cures writer's block? You know what does? Italy. And I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more. I think any type of block is a reason to go to Italy. So the agent has like a Tuscany, has a villa in Tuscany. And she's like, go there for a month, see if it can like spark your creative juices. So she goes, and when she's just kind of like chilling in this villa, this man comes in with his teenage son, and he's like, what are you doing in my house? This is my house. And she's like, and that's not what she says. Goodness gracious. And we come to find out that the guy is the ex of the agent that is her agent. So it's a little taboo. It's a little like crossing the line of like, I don't know, maybe she's not close with her agent. Maybe she doesn't care. Maybe she's like, oh, I don't care if she was your ex. But like, you know, if it's a friend, you don't really cross that line of like friends' exes, but you know, we're going to see. Anyway, I just want to read it. So that's why it's on this list. Plus it's summer. I don't need to explain myself. Okay, the next book is, no, I don't like how I said that. Okay. The next book that I would like to read is The Pool Boy by Nikki Sloan. So this is book 2 in the Nashville Neighborhood series. I read book 1 in February. I liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it. So we're going to keep going. Plus, it's the pool. The pool. When do you go to the pool? Say it with me. Summer. Right. See, you guys are so smart. Okay, so basically in this book, we are following our heroine who's a tad bit older. And she is single. And I guess she's just not feeling like, she's not feeling herself, you know? And one day she's sunbathing, and the pool boy, who happens, oh my gosh, who happens to be her best friend's son, walks in, and I think she's like topless or whatever, and that just kind of like sparked something between them. So I've never read a reverse age gap, I don't think. I hate saying reverse age gap, but it is typical for the male to be older. I'm just saying. So we're going to see, the little tagline says you're going to get wet. So like promises, right? Like, okay. But I liked the first book. I liked the writing, and I like the spicy times. So I feel like this is just a quick summary read to like whet your palate, you know? From there, we're going to go to my tried and true, which is Candy Steiner. And this is Close Quarters. So in this book, we're following the heroine who is setting off to like say goodbye to her boyfriend for the summer because he is going to work on his boss's yacht. And she is a photographer, and she's looking to like go and like take all these great pictures. And the boss is like, why don't you take those great pictures while on the yacht? Come travel with us in the Mediterranean. She's like, okay. But she's also like, well, you're cute. But I'm with someone, so I can't. But also, like, you're cute. So basically, that's just how it's going to happen. I think there's like a tad bit of an age gap, maybe. But I've heard the boyfriend's trash. And anytime the boyfriend's trash, I'm like, sign me up for like finding someone else, okay? Because we don't need that in our lives. And I don't think there's cheating. I think they hold off and don't do anything until like they're not together anymore. So, but it's Candy Steiner. I love her. I love her writing. So I'm excited to get to this one from her backlist. I'm so stinking hot. Oh my God, turning the air off is a terrible idea. Okay. Okay, the next book, I need to read this to keep going with the series. So I've been putting this off since like I read the first book, which was like in December or November, something like that. Heartless. Daggone it, I'm heartless for not reading this book. Heartless by Elsie Silver, book 2 in the Chestnut Spring series. I just need to finish. I need to finish the series. I just need to finish it. So in this book, we are following Cade and Willa. Willa is Summer's best friend from the first book, and Cade is Rhett's brother from the first book. And Cade is a single dad and needs a nanny. Willa is a girl who needs a job, and that's what's going to happen. So basically, I think like their meet cute is when they're at a coffee shop and like they bump into each other and like her underwear falls out of her bag, which is just funny to me. But Willa apparently is very unapologetically herself. She does not change for anybody, and he just finds her to be a handful, but it's going to be a handful that he enjoys handfuling with. Gripping? You know, he's just going to have his hands full and he's going to love it. So we need to read it. Plus it kind of gives me summer vibes, you know, maybe. Could it be summertime in this book? It could be. You're wearing a sundress. I assume that that's summery. So I just got to do it. I just got to finish it. Okay, the last romance that I have on my list is My Killer Vacation by Tessa Bailey. This one is it's a nice short one. We love that. But it's also like a cozy mystery because our heroine in this book is going on vacation. She goes to the rental that she has and she finds a corpse. Some people have all the luck, you know? And the bounty hunter comes in to try to figure out who the killer is or catch the killer. And she's like, look, I have watched a lot of true crime. So I volunteer as tribute to help you. I can totally help you do this. And that's what she's going to do. And they're going to fall in love. I'm sure she's going to be like a pain in his butt. But it's going to be cute. And it's going to be just what I need for the summer. And it's short. And it's like how many pages? 200. I can't read without my glasses. But it looks like it's a 280 some pages. We love that. We love that for me. And then the last two are thrillers. So if you're not into thrillers, thank you so much for watching. But if you are... The next book is, I couldn't pull it off. The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. I know this is not like his newest book, but I'm so behind that it doesn't matter. But I'm like, this has a house, a lake house, summer. It fits. So from what I know about this book is that our heroine is like an actress and she's been battling alcoholism, and basically her people were like, hey, you need to like recoup, you need to fix yourself. So she goes to this lake and she is across the lake from this house right there, and it's got all these windows and you can see in, and she's like, oh, my neighbors, I can totally neighbor watch and people watch and be nosy. And one day she sees like them fighting, and then the next day she doesn't see the wife anymore, and she's like, oh my gosh, he killed her. Because that's the first thing. To be completely honest, if I was people watching my neighbors and then I didn't see the wife for a while, I would be like, oh, we chopped her up. We chopped her up and put her in the walls. That would be my first inkling too, so like I can't hate her for that. So basically, I guess we're going to figure out like what happened, like what actually happened to the wife. So, and I like Riley Sager. Not all of his books have been like 5 stars, but the ones that I've read, do you see that dust? Do you see that dust? You probably can't. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. I feel, I really need to read my books more instead of letting them get dusted. Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. Okay, that's fine. Next book, okay. The last book on my list is the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix. That is a mouthful, sir. I don't know why it had to be that long. Goodness gracious. Okay. This book, we are following a wife in the 90s who basically just like, she stays at home, takes care of the kids. Her husband goes and like does everything else. But she gets together with a group of wives and they have this book club where they read true crime and, you know, get into the nitty gritty of like different things. And the husbands are like, why do you do that? And it's like, well, this is our time, so piss off. So basically a neighbor moves in and then children start missing. I don't know if they're found, but they do go missing. And they believe that this new neighbor might just have extracurriculars as Edward Cullen. I'm kidding, not Edward Cullen, but a vampire nonetheless. So they have to kind of, I don't know, like, are we going to kill the vampire? Are we just going to like become a vampire ourselves? Don't know, but I'm excited. I have read one other book by them and it was the Final Girl Support Group and that was just okay. So I'm hoping like he can redeem himself with this one, but if not, then I know that he's just not for me. But those are the books. Are those all the books that I'm going to read this summer? No. Will I read all of these? Also probably not. But these are ones that I've just been wanting to read and I feel like they fit the summerness of summer. I need to go because my words aren't wording anymore. So let me know down below if you have read any of these books, and if you did, what did you think of them? But no spoilers, please. Or if you just want to leave me an emoji to let me know that you were here, leave me the sunshine emoji because it is hot. It is so hot now. Like it went from spring to like dead end of summer where I live, and it's so hot. It's like 100 and some degrees. I'm so hot. But that's my problem, not yours. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new, I would love it if you could hit that subscribe button and stick around. My social media is linked down below as always, my Goodreads and my Instagram if you want to stay more behind the scenes or day to day with what I'm reading. But I hope you all are having a great day or evening, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.